Hey friends, this is Kasper from Jansen. The other day I went to my favorite record shop in Copenhagen, Denmark, Vinyltrolden, the Vinyltrolden, because he announced that he had a huge sale. Many records for ridiculous prices, he said. So of course I went to see what was going on at his, and I'm going to share with you what I got home with. I know some of you have probably have watched it on my Instagram channel, Menu Jansen. Or is it here? I think it's here. But let's get on with it. First of all, I got a small 7-inch with Carly Simon singing "Nobody Does It Better." No, the theme song for the 007 movie, The Spy Who Loved Me. This is actually a German edition. James Bond 007, der Spion, der mich liebte. I'm not German, so I don't know if that's correctly pronounced. So if there are any Germans watching this, please tell me if I made the right pronunciation. Well, but Carly Simon, Nobody Does It Better. Woohoo! And then I also bought a small 7-inch from 2 times Kai, or in Danish 2 gange Kai, which is a sort of, comedy music. There are only 2 tracks on this one, but it's comedy music back from the 80s, and I think it's okay, hilarious. Like it's a song with a lot of child jokes. Like in Denmark, there are a lot of jokes on all the it's very, very, very difficult to translate, and I won't even do it because I'm sure many of you will say, well, you should probably have been there, or okay, if you think it's funny, good for you. So I won't. But yeah, just want to show you. And I also got Doro, Force Majeure, and that was actually a pretty good offer, because he had sorry, this is classic heavy metal from the 80s. Doro, she's German, and she has later on made a massive amount of records, and she was also a member of the Warlock, I guess. The latest album she's done, it's called Für immer, which is can be translated to forever. Yeah, forever. And it's an album in German, but purely in German. But all other albums she've made in English, as far as I know. But Force Majeure I got from a rather cheap price, and it's in excellent condition, and it sounds marvelous. Marvelous. And then I also got this baby, which I actually bought because of the cover, and it was only a few bucks, new and all. And she said, I have some crazy offer, and I actually got this one. This is beautiful raw metal, very, very beautiful metal. And I've only listened to a couple of tracks, and I'm really looking forward to hear the rest of it. And then I also got Danish black metal, Orm, they're called, ORM, Orm. That means worm in Danish, like a worm, slithering worm. And I've listened to it on Spotify, and I thought, well, that sounds pretty cool. And I'm not sure why I think that's or I found it pretty cool. But then I got home and I actually heard the music, listened to this record, and I'm sorry, fellow Danes, because they're Danish. I actually think this album is rather boring. After two or three tracks, it gets very samey. So sorry, fellow Danes, but well, at least I got it rather cheap. And then I also got a Sven-Bertil Taube vinyl. This actually I mostly got because from my wife. This one was free because he said, I have a massive amount of records I just need to get rid of because it's trash, he said. So, well, I thought maybe I can find something that isn't trash for me. And this is Sven-Bertil Taube, Hunger Mike Theodorakis. I've not heard it yet because I got this free for my wife. So let's see what it's Swedish. He sings in Swedish. He's an old folk singer. So if there are any Swedes out there thinking different, then I'm sorry, but I like him. I actually like him myself. And then I got Alison Moyet, Rain Dancing, also for free. And I've heard a bit Alison Moyet, and I actually think it was pretty cool. This is beautiful, typical 80s music. It has the 80s dripping down all over this sound, and a lot of synth and that beautiful voice that Alison Moyet has, and it just has a terrific 80s pop sound to it. So, well, if you like 80s music, check this one out. This is awesome. And I got it for free. And then I also got, for free, a Danish singer called Hanne Bol. And this was her album Black Wolf. She has made some cover tracks, among others. On this one there's a Son of a Preacher Man. But there's also a lot of her own stuff. She has a very, I'm not quite sure what it's called in English, a nasal voice. You know, a voice like this. I don't look pretty when I do that, but that's what her voice is like. The only one who could ever treat me was the son of a preacher man. A sort of shaky voice, and I think it sounds awesome. And I knew Hanne Bol from previous releases, and I actually like this. I like this one quite a lot for the cheap price of free. So that was terrific. And then I also got the debut album by Kylie Minogue. Kylie, also 0 kronas, $0, €0, 0 Great British pounds. And this one's awesome. It holds her number. I should be so lucky. I should be so lucky. And this was from a time in the late 80s where I actually think that Kylie was pretty cool, and didn't make all that umpty music, as I call it. Ooja music. All those electronic with the music without any identity or anything. But this is from her pop 80s pop period, and this is awesome 80s music, especially if you like Kylie Minogue. I can definitely recommend that you check this out, and it sounds awesome on vinyl. And then I got, I'm sure some fellow Danes would shoot me, Shubidua 3, which is, you can see there's a plane with a flying toilet, and it's some sort of humorous music. Shubidua entirely sings in Danish. As far as I know, they have a very few songs in English, but primarily all in Danish. And they are the kind of musicians that makes fun. They are very folk musician without playing folk music. They're playing pop music, but all their lyrics is also quite a funny. They play a lot with the Danish language, and puts the words together in some funny ways. Well, if you're not a Dane, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about when I say Shubidua. But, well, if you're a Dane, you probably know this one. It's great. And I got it for free. And this one, well, why did I get this one? I actually don't know. Well, I know, because it was free. And it sounds actually, on vinyl, it's great, and it's Grease, and what should I say, there are some wonderful classics on this album. The Grease movie I've enjoyed many times. And this album is no exception. Well, of course it's no exception, because it's the sound from the motion picture. And anyone who's not, well, I should be damned if I say there are no people who are familiar with Grease. But, well, what can I say? It's Grease. It's the music from the motion picture, and, well, it was free, and yeah, that's why I got it, actually. I don't think I actually would have bought it if it has been any, if there's been a price on it, because I know the music too well. But now I got it. And then the last one I got was the music for musical Chess. This was free, and the only reason I got this was because of the track Bangkok, One Night in Bangkok. And then I go against one of my principles that is, don't buy records where you only know you would like 2, 3, maybe only one song on it. But I didn't buy this one, I got this one for free! And it is good music, it's just not music that I'll normally put on. And it's a double vinyl, and I got this one, well, yeah, for free. And the disc, one of the discs I'm gonna keep, because it's going to be like, or it contains the number One Night in Bangkok, which is the first track, and it's pretty awesome. And if I want to listen to it, I can just put that record on. The other record I'm actually thinking of making into a bowl or anything, but, well, another time for another video for another time. So, Chess musical. Well, that's it, folks. I got it for 290 crowns, which is about some bit, that much euro, that much dollars, and that much Great British pounds. Yeah, sorry, I can convert it in my head just like that. Well, that's it, folks. That was my harvest from my visit at Vinyltrolden at his sales day. So, until next time, keep playing some awesome records and take care of yourself and each other. I'll see you out there.